to the St. John's River. There's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. A tight formation here. It's 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Lawrence on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jags first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down.
Lawrence will throw. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And Thomas has it. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And if you go by the number, Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Ravens first down.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down.
Brings up second down at the Jaguars' 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Loop now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Jaguars 3.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Jags offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6.
At their 49-yard line.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7.
At his 48-yard line.
Now Lawrence. That is caught. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Move those chairs. That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Jacksonville, first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have regained the lead.
Two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a second and long situation. Jackson, options out left. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop. And it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Christian Watson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Ravens defense as they head out to set up shop. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
We'll probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 73 yards. And the Jaguars have yet again retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Breaks through the contact. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing is Jackson. And complete once again to Watson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Jackson. A quick hitter complete. It's Watson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Jaguars' 9-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Warren. Touchdown, Baltimore. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Loop for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
3rd and 4.
Lawrence. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Throw caught by Flowers.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already.
44-yard line.
Second down and 3. Looking to throw. Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the gun, Jackson. To the right side and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Halftime coming
All right,
up.
Brandon, thanks much.
An hour or two to
We're
Scott
officially
Hansen
on to the
with our
second
EA
half
Sports
of the season,
halftime report.
Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip through the NFL starts now at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the Saints at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's Rome Odunze. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bears come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Chase Brown. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Steelers out in front. It's now 17-0, and that game has gone to the half. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Cowboys. And this is Dak Prescott. It's a 59-yard touchdown. The Cowboys on top in this one at halftime. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on. The risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for... He had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Baltimore.
First down, here's Mitchell. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson now. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it 1 play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Etienne going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars! From 4 yards out. And the Jags are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Line up for the two-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third. Pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he's loose again. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 71 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Loop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Ravens defense, they get ready and they trot back out onto the field. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them, so they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Another tote for ETN. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. This is complete on the comebacker, Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. ETN on the toss right. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with ETN. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Jackson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard.
Lawrence on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Going for it, here's ETN. And doesn't depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. Did not. They stop him.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race on his horse. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 99 yards. And the Ravens are able to... In the final seconds of this third quarter. Oh, this is blocked. And the Jags get it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normally, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up. Him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And the Ravens first down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his left. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Austin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. Ooh, with a juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars.
Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Ryan Thomas Jr.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Complete to Travis Etienne. It's a gain of 4.
Again, it's Lawrence. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
More yards. Move those chains.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
27-yard line.
They run again with Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is under a heavy rush, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. Obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
And And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Lawrence's pass.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you have to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Baltimore, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.